Hi, this is Jason from the QuickBooks team. In QuickBooks Online Advanced, you can create custom roles to give users only the access they need for their role. Let's go over how to create a custom role. To begin, select Settings, Manage Users, then select Roles. Note that you need to be an administrator to set up new roles. Each role has a list of permissions that decide what a user with that role can see and do in QuickBooks. When you set up a user, you can assign a predefined role, or you can make your own. Let's set up a custom role. Select Add Role. Our business has estimators who need to create and submit estimates, so let's set up that role and apply it to a new user. First, enter a name and description for the role. Select a section to see all the permissions for that area of QuickBooks. Check the Access checkbox to give a role full access to all operations in a section, or select a checkbox for a transaction to set permissions for that type of transaction. Note that you may not be able to select all of the checkboxes. As this feature improves, you'll have more options. View lets users look up historical transactions of this type. Select this if you want to limit a role to view-only permissions. Create means a role can record new transactions of this type. They can also edit the transactions they've entered to correct any mistakes. Edit lets users change transactions of this type that are already in QuickBooks. And Delete lets a role delete transactions so they no longer affect your books. Let's set this role to have full access to estimates. If you use the Locations feature, you can choose which location the role has access to. This role will have access to estimates for all locations. Select a section again to collapse it. For some transactions, you can set up approval workflows and assign roles the ability to approve them. You can also assign roles the ability to pay bills and move money online or submit expense claims. Your estimators need to be able to submit their expenses. As you add permissions, QuickBooks may prompt you to grant other related permissions. Access to Inventory Management lets a role set up and adjust inventory you sell. Access to Lists lets the role view, create, edit, and delete customers and vendors. Bookkeeping gives them access to downloaded transactions from your bank and credit cards. From accounting permissions, you can grant access to the chart of accounts, registers, and other accounting tasks. You can also allow a role to create, view, or edit budgets. Payroll activities are very sensitive, so be careful before you give permissions to them. Access to reports is also very sensitive. You can give access to specific reports and allow the user to just view or customize the report. Last, you can give a role access to certain administrative functions, such as updating your company info and your subscriptions and settings. When you're done, select Save Role. You can also edit roles. Select the Roles tab. From here, you can edit or deactivate roles. After you've set up a new role, it's time to add new users, or add the role to an existing user. Check out this video to learn how to do that. Now you're ready to set up your own custom roles.